Period dignity. This is a term which is only just becoming mainstream. When we say dignity, people intuitively know what we mean. An intrinsic respect, which everyone deserves and must be defended. It is a human right. And when we apply these values to periods, it seems obvious that this should be the bare minimum. At Sanitree, we believe that every menstruator should have period dignity.
The opposite of period dignity is period poverty. This refers to a lack of access to menstrual products as well as safe and hygienic spaces in which to use them. It's related to the right to manage periods without shame or stigma. It is a pervasive yet insidious issue affecting people who menstruate across the globe, an issue which is heightened by societal taboos and embarrassment. Holyrood's actions in passing the Universal Access Bill show that the effects of period poverty are being recognised on a governmental level, a move that we hope will begin to turn the tide for the entire menstruating population, who across the world have been needlessly held back for far too long.
At Sanitree, we campaigned passionately for the Free Period Products Bill and now proudly celebrate its passage through Parliament. But now's not the time to sit on our haunches. We are a social enterprise based in 2 countries, Scotland and India. Over the past 3 years, we've been conducting cross-cutting work in both of these countries, built on a groundwork of reciprocal relationships, with the shared aim of empowering those most acutely affected by period poverty. Through facilitating this dialogue, we found 2 things to be true. Periods are in many ways a unifying experience, but periods are not the same for everyone. 1 in 5 menstruators in Scotland say that they can't afford to change their products as much as they'd like to, and a further 1 in 10 report significant health impacts because of this. In India, the link between period indignity and health inequalities is even more stark, and it's estimated that up to 70% of all reproductive tract infections can be linked back to poor menstrual hygiene. But it's important to remember that period dignity is not only about health.
It should also be about well-being, livelihoods, and empowerment. In some communities today, periods are seen as unclean and even sinful. Across the world, menstruation is one of the largest reasons for missing school. In India, 23 million girls drop out of school each year when they start their period. And now, with the uncertainty caused due to the COVID-19 pandemic, these issues are only becoming more pronounced. Grassroots movements are needed now more than ever to fight for period dignity across the globe. At Sanitree, along with many others in the third sector, we are championing locally led solutions to global problems. How? Well, first of all, at Sanitree, we think period dignity is founded upon 5 essential things.
Affordability of period products.
Safe access to period products.
Adequate education relating to menstrual well-being.
Product choice and combating myths and stigmas.
In order to realize these principles on a global scale, change has to be made at the community level and adapted to local needs.
I'm Ishu. I'm the Managing Director of Sanitree. All of the work we do together is about putting these principles into practice in the most sustainable way we can. This is our pad, which we have designed and developed to be as comfortable and eco-friendly as possible, and then have subsidized it so that it becomes affordable for those who need it the most. Improving access to period products on a global scale isn't just about reducing cost. It's important to provide a solution that is trusted by the local community and sold by a trusted partner. In India, many women and girls find the process of buying period products challenging and embarrassing. They are sometimes sold concealed in a plastic bag. When we are working with disadvantaged communities, we prioritize face-to-face conversations where our beneficiaries can explain the pad in a shame-free space where the recipients are informed and safe. We also chose to develop a reusable cloth pad because it's an evolution of the traditional methods, so is a locally appropriate solution. A major component of our work is outreach because it's about building trust to discuss sensitive issues. And safe access to period products must come in hand with sufficient life-affirming education on menstrual well-being. We deliver workshops tailor-made to different age groups and gender demographics. In these workshops, we seek to educate about a range of products because accessibility is also about having options. As we have said, periods unite people in many ways, but no one experiences menstruation in the same way. Every culture around the world faces their own stigmas and taboos around menstruation. To combat with these myths and stigmas, you need to engage with the people. In our work with rural and poor communities, you have to show respect to the local leaders and faith leaders because they are the ones you have to learn from about the community. The heart of this work is the Har Shakti Center, a place which brings together people of all ages, genders and faiths, but is fundamentally a place which our beneficiaries can call their own.
The Har Shakti Centre in Jaipur is where our cloth pads are made, but it also doubles as the community centre. The women we employ come from various backgrounds, many of whom are widows, single mothers and survivors of abuse. Through part-time and flexible employment, they are able to support themselves and their families.
We give our beneficiaries a space to share skills and support each other, and also offer training and personal development activities which are open to the wider community, such as self-defence classes and garment making workshops. This is so the Har Shakti Centre is not an isolated hub, but an outward-looking force for change that is truly inclusive.
Most importantly, we want to build something that lasts. To make this change sustainable, we use the train-the-trainer model to put our beneficiaries in leadership positions, and we've been thrilled to support their own personal development goals over the years. The beneficiaries are at the core of our work. They create and drive the change. What's more, the reusable nature of our cloth pad ensures that period dignity is not something which fluctuates from month to month, but it's permanently assured. One pack can last for up to 2 years.
In fact, the role reusable products will play in providing period dignity cannot be ignored. We have seen this ourselves in our partnership with Kingswood School Bath, who sponsored 1,500 pads for 350 schoolgirls in southern Malawi. The testimonies we have from the schoolgirls affirm that periods can severely limit a child's education if not reliable and trusted solutions put in place. Facilitating access to reusable pads is one way of enabling an uninterrupted education and bringing students one step closer to educational equity. One student said that they were able to return to school once they had access to reusable menstrual products. Principal Andrew Banda from Chankenzi School on Lake Malawi also told us of the positive impact the pads had on not only attendance but also confidence. Collaborating with established educators and community leaders allows a localised and tailored response to a global issue.
Holyrood has taken a historic, monumental, and dare we say unprecedented step towards ending period poverty here in Scotland. Scotland is a country that is proudly integrated with the international community, and we are obligated now more than ever to realise the principles of period dignity on a global scale. We have all the expertise and the capability to make periods an experience that is empowering to people and kinder to the planet. It starts with all of us.